Today we're going to be doing another fun song. This one is My Sweet Lord by George Harrison. It's a fairly simple song, but there are quite a few chords in it, and that's mainly because the song does change key. So we're going to be learning the song with the key on the 4th fret. Let's go. So I like to see the song as having 3 parts. We have part A, part B, and part C. Part A and C are very similar, the difference being that they are in 2 different keys. So the structure is the same, but the chords change. And then part B is really like the transitional piece that takes you from part A to part C. So I'm going to start with the rhythm first, the strumming pattern, and then I'm going to go through each part and show you how you move from one part to the next. Alright, so before I explain how to play the strumming pattern, I'm going to play it for you one more time. It happens over 2 bars, and it sounds like this. So when I say it happens over 2 bars in this song, it happens over 2 groups of 4 beats, which once again sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me explain how to play this strumming pattern, but first let me give you the first 2 chords in the song. It's D minor and G. So to play D minor, we have the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, first finger on the 1st fret, 1st string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and that's a 4th string chord, the 4th to the 1st, and then we have a G major, which is the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and that's a 6th string chord. Okay, so the first part of the strum sounds like this. I'm going to play it on D minor. And the second part of the strum sounds like this. I'm going to play it on G. Okay, now I'm going to break it up into 2 parts, and there's something very specific I want you to do at the very end of the strum. So the strumming pattern for the first part goes down, 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 up, down, up. Okay, one more time. Down, 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 up, down, up. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your hand off the chord right on the last up. So you should hear the open strings on the last up. Down, 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 up, down, off. Off as in take your hand off the chord. Down, 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 up, down, off. And the reason why you want to do this is because it sounds fine to do, and it also gives you this extra moment to move toward the next chord, which would be G. So when you take your hand off the chord, down, 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 up, down, off, you're actually moving toward the next chord, which would be G in this case. It's not just coming off, it's actually coming off and going towards the next chord. It's a very good technique to have, especially as a beginner, where chord changes could kind of feel a little fast. So one more time, down, 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 up, down, off. Okay? Alright, so let's move to the second half of the strum. We're going to do it on G, and it sounds like this. So the movement I'm doing there is down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Right? One more time. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And very similarly, I'm taking my hand off on the last up. So it goes down, up, down, down, up, down, off. And just like before, it's not only coming off, but it's going to be moving back to the next chord, which in this case, it might be D minor. Down, up, down, down, up, down, off. And moving towards D minor, if that's the next chord we're going to. So together, it sounds like this. D minor to G. Down, 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 up, down, off, up. Let me try that again. Down, 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 up, down, off, down, up, down, down, up, down, off. Okay? One more time. Down, 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 up, down, off, down, up, down, down, up, down, off, down, 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 up, down, off, down, up, down, down, up, down, off. Now, something I realized when I was kind of thinking about how to teach this, if you practice these 2 strums separately, maybe you might end up with a strum that sounds kind of like this. Dum, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 ba. So it kind of definitely sounds like 2 distinct strums. We don't want it to sound like that. The second strum, the intensity of the strum should be kind of even throughout. So it kind of has a, in terms of like, let's say intensity or volume, it goes ba 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 bum ba ba ba. Right? That should be it kind of starts maybe a little accented, but it's kind of even throughout. You don't want it to sound like ba ba ba, 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 ba. So just be careful with that, because that's something I discovered when trying to kind of think of how to teach it, right? It should sound very even. Ba, 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 right? So with the strumming pattern, also the way we can move on to the rest of the song. Like I said, I break this song up into 3 parts. You have the first part with the first set of chords, the third part with the change key chords, and then the part in the middle that takes you between the first and the third part. So in the first part of the song, we have, I'm going to go through the chords. You have a D minor, I'll say it again, the open 4th string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, first finger, 1st fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and that's the 4th string chord, the 4th to the 1st string. Then we have G, that's the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 3rd fret, 6th string, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string, and that's a 6th string chord, all 6 strings, sorry, 6 to the 1st string rather. And then we have C and A minor, so let's start with C, 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string, and we strum 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st. Then we have A minor. So because we're going from C to A minor, I'll talk about it from C. All we're doing is taking our 3rd finger off and putting it on the 2nd fret, 4th, 3rd string, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 3rd string. And that's A minor, 5 strings, 5th to the 1st. And then we also have an A7. The A7 comes after the A minor, so I'll explain it from A minor. So from A minor, all we need to do is take the 1st finger off and the 3rd finger off, but the 3rd finger comes back onto the 2nd fret, 2nd string. So let's go on to the first part of the song now. Now the first part, it's played 3 times. The 4th time, it's actually what I consider to be the second part of the song, but it's very similar with some slight changes in there. So think of the first part as being played 3 times. Okay, so the chords in the first part, think of it as pairs of chords. The first pair of chords are D minor and G, and that is played 4 times. The second pair of chords is C and A minor, that is played twice. And then the last pair of chords are last pair of chords are C and A7. I think that's correct in terms of grammar. C and A7, and that happens once. So the D minor and G 4 times, the C and the A minor twice, and the C and the A7 once. So I'm just going to play it maybe once for you, once or twice, so that you can see it. After 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, D minor G. Again. 2 more times. Last time. And now C A minor. One more. And now the C and A7. And now you start over D minor and G. Right? So that's it. You just play that entire thing 3 times. So let's go on to what I call the second part of the song now. The second part is similar to the first part. It starts off with D minor and G, but then the chords change right after that. Okay, so I like to look at this part as the part that helps you to get from the first key to the second key. In other words, it helps us seamlessly go from the first part of the song to the third part. Okay, so we have some new chords in here. We have the first new chord that we have is a C7. It is a C major with just 1 extra note. So it's the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 5th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and the 1st finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string. And we just add the pinky to the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and we strum 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st, C7. The other new chord that we have is D major. It's the open 4th string. Then the 1st finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st. And then we have a B7 that is using all 4 fingers, well not all 4 but 4 fingers, the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, 1st finger on the 1st fret, 4th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and the pinky finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string. and we strum 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st. So that's our new chords. The rhythm is the same. So it starts with D minor and G, 4 pairs of D minor and G, but then it goes C for 2 bars, C7 for 2 bars, A7 for 2 bars, and then a D and a B7. So the part of the song where we have like C for 2 bars, it feels a lot more relaxed because the strumming pattern just happens on 1 chord for 2 bars. So I'm going to attempt to sing and play it now so that you can kind of see. The technique is just about the same. Let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord, I really wanna see you. C7. Really wanna see you. A7. Really wanna see you, Lord. D7. Really wanna see you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord. Okay, we're on to the last part of the song, part 3 of the song. Now this takes us till the end of the song. So because the key of the song changes at this point, all the chords are going to change. This part is actually very similar to the first part, but like I said, a key change happens, so we have to change all the chords. So once again, if you're trying to memorize the song, do the same thing. Memorize the chords in pairs. So I'm going to go through the chords that we find in this part. The first chord we find is an E minor. That is the first finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, and we strum all 6 strings. E minor. Then we have an A major. Now because the A comes right after E, what we can do is just move these 2 fingers down by 1 string, right? So we have the first finger on the 2nd fret, 4th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and we just add the 3rd finger to the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 5 strings, the 5th to the 1st. That's an A. Then we have a D major. I think we said D major before, but I'll say it again. That's the open 4th string, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and we strum 4 strings, the 4th to the 1st with D major. And that is followed by B minor. Now, I very often show my students how to play B minor in a kind of different way. I think the actual name of this chord is B minor 11. So I'll show you how to get to it from D, because it comes after D. So to get to B minor from D, if you have your hand on the D right now, we're just taking these 2 fingers, your first and your middle finger. Your 3rd finger stays right where it is, and they both move up 2 strings each. So we have 1, 2. So right now, your first finger should be on the 2nd fret, 5th string. Middle finger should be on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and your 3rd finger should be on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and we strum the 5th to the 1st string. It's a 5-string chord. That's our B minor. And then we have B7, right? So the B7 comes after D, which we did already. And we did B7 again. We did B7 already, but I'll explain it again. It's the middle finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, first finger on the 1st fret, 4th string, 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and the pinky finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and it's a 5-string chord, so we strum the 5th to the 1st. So I'm going to play through this part of the song now. It's very similar to the first part. The only difference is the chords have changed. So let's go. I'm going to attempt to sing and play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord, I really wanna know you, really wanna go with you, I really wanna show you, Lord, but it takes so long, my Lord, my sweet Lord, over and over. So that's it for the lesson, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. It will help a lot. But until next time, goodbye.